Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 6 trades as you can see here. And today's date is June the 15th and I'm using my new power trigger system. It comes complete with this pop-up box and audio sounds. It's making suggestions whether you should be buying or selling, and the time here and the pair. And also what I like about it is this Williams percent range. It's a custom indicator that also has built-in alerts as it hits the bull level or the bear level. Now, just to let you know, I'm not a big fan of alerts, so I really don't bother with alerts. I just get in front of the charts and look for trade setups, and then when the charts look great for trading, then I just take the trade. And now, before I get into the trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. It took me 8 years and over 700 systems to learn that. Now, every successful trader will have to go through that cycle, including myself. Now, if you want to get that up to 80 or 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management, money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy the education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. And another thing I'd like to point out is I used to only do one trade a day, and I'd be sitting around for hours, and I'll either be losing a few pips or a lot, or maybe just end up with 5 pips or whatever. So I've learned a long time ago, try to do at least 3 or more trades, as you never know which one is going to take off. And that's why I usually do between 5 and 10 most of the time, as my daily quota. I usually like to try to get 100 or more pips, and today I definitely got well over 100 pips. Now, on some of these trades, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them I could have stayed in the trade and grabbed even more pips, but I generally keep an eye at the bottom down here, and when I'm hovering right around 100 or more pips, I just close out the trades and I'm done trading. Today I started at just before 7, about 10 to 7, quarter to 7 this morning, and I was finished about quarter after 8, the latest, right here, 13 minutes after 8. It's not even 8:30 as I'm doing this video, and I am done trading for the day. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Here it is right here. Now, on this trade, I was just trading the pullback, and as you could see, I could have got more pips here, but not a big deal. I was happy with the totals. There's my stop right there. I had a trader asking me, oh, do you have a system that you can get away with small stops? Well, there you go, 5 pips. You know, even if you want to go to the top here, 8 pips. So if you're looking for less than 10 pips on what I would call a workhorse, that's the pound pairs, all the pairs down at the bottom except for the dollar CAD, these are all my workhorses. And what I mean by workhorses are they are the ones that's going to give me the most number of pips every day. Now, I closed out the trade here with 7 pips, and 7 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $498. Moving right along, dollar CAD. Let's see what this looks like. Drag and drop this up. This was a very good example of a great way to trade using all the indicators on the top and the bottom. but I knew it was getting really close to the ADR and it wouldn't seem to go much further, and that is why I decided to close out the trade. Rather close out a trade with 4 or 5 or 6 pips than be losing 20 or 30. Got in at this cursor, check out my stop, again 5 pips, and I ended up with 8 pips, and 8 pips on the dollar CAD paid $656. Now in real time, the CAD dollar was well below the 20%. It was a workhorse, and I was thinking that it had a chance to keep going well past the average daily range here. And that's these two solid red lines. By the way, everything you're looking at here on the charts, including the auto stop, it's a trade manager. When you put in a trade, it automatically puts in your stops and your targets. You can preset that, whatever you want. The default happens to be 20 and 40, and I adjusted it to the way I like it. Remember, any adjustments you make sure you just save the templates. Moving right along to the pound Swiss. Let's see how this pair looks, where I got in at. Now this was a good example of a great way to trade right here. I knew it was going to go down, even though I realized that it could go back up closer to the moving averages. That's why I put my stop at this location. And let's see, at my stop was 20 pips. That's where my auto stop kicked in and put it there automatically. And when I saw this pin bar, red candle, hammer, whatever you wish to call it, I decided to close out the trade with 9 pips, and 9 pips paid $1,000. Remember, you don't need a lot of pips. Even the first top 3 right here were just scalping, and you can make a very good living once you master scalping or a little bit better, which is what I'm usually aiming for on a daily basis. Scalping and a little bit better. And remember, scalping is 2 to 10 pips, and everything above 10 pips, well, I call that a bonus. Looking at the next pair, I traded pound yen. Let's drag and drop it up. Perfect example, great looking chart for a great way to trade. Everything lined up perfectly. Did go up against me a little bit right here. Let's see. Went against me, looks like 8 pips. And when it was bouncing around the ADR, another reason, I just decided to close it out here. Looks like with 28 pips, and 28 pips on the pound yen paid $2,543. Moving right along to the pound Aussie, let's see where I got in on this one. Now this one here at this location did not quite qualify for a great way to trade, but I was trading it as such, as I teach within the training videos on how to trade around the goal line. And rules are quite simple, quite easy, but there's a lot of things you have to look at. And remember, one of the most important things is you have to know the overall trend direction. And that's why I drill down the lights. That's what I call it, drilling down the lights. Daily, 4 hours, 1 hour. And then you pick the time frame, whether it's 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or 5 minutes that you want to pull the trigger on. I prefer the 15 minutes. But there's no right or wrong. Just get in the trade. As it was dropping down, by the way, I readjusted my stop to there, locking in 8 pips just in case something happened. And of course, I ended up closing the trade, looks like with 33 pips. And 33 pips on the pound Aussie trade paid $2,615. And as you can see, the last 4 pairs here, they're the pound pairs. They moved a lot. A lot of new traders are really scared to do pound pairs for that particular reason. But once you learn how to trade, you're going to love the volatility that they produce every day, and because that's what you're going to need. Market movement, and the pound pairs move every day. Pound dollar trade, let's see, pull that up, drag and drop it up. Soon as I saw it, I knew it qualified for a great way to trade using all the indicators. Took the trade here. Now it did go against me. Looks like 10 pips, risking 10 pips, and I ended up with looks like 29 pips here, and 29 pips on the pound dollar paid $2,900. Another great day of trading today. I ended up getting over my quota. I usually try to get 100 or more pips, and today I got 114 pips, and 114 pips today produced $10,213. Now, I had a trader yesterday asking me if I can show the trade tab right here, and to just show that I've closed out all my trades. I don't have any trades running. So now we can go and take a look at that. So now, as you can clearly see, I don't have any trades running. I've closed out all my trades. That's the way I like to trade. Take hopefully 5 to 10 trades each day, and then make sure I close out all the trades. I don't want to be running any of the trades as a general rule past 5 p.m. as at that point in time you'll have to start dealing with swap rate. So if your trading is not producing on a daily basis like my power trigger system or any of my trigger systems, I suggest you get your hands on at least one of my trigger systems. To do so, all you have to do is look right below this video, and you will see this right up. It's the power trigger system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market here. That's what you have to learn, or you will never succeed at trading. My power trigger system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now, it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now, I also threw in a lot of extra PDF books and Word documents, and also threw in 9 bonus videos. This is what you're going to need, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of education. Now, this is a very small percentage. I would just call it like a tip of the iceberg, and it's a lot less than 10%. It's like 0.01% of all the stuff I got on my computer, which generally amounts to, I think it's around 570 gigabytes. I'd have to calculate it to see exactly what it is. But I do have a lot of systems. As I mentioned, it went through 700 systems just to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Remember, I've never found a trader who learned how to trade faster than 5 years and spend less than $10,000 on education. So this is the road that you have to go down. It's the same road as if you want to become a doctor or lawyer. Spend a lot of money on education, and you got to put a lot of time in, 5 years or more, same as a doctor or lawyer. So anyhow, moving right along, there's a lot of ways to trade here. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos. The number one way, the best way that I love, is called the Great Way to Trade. Perfect example of it right here. You could learn this in less than a week, and it comes with a very high success rate. Now we're running short of time, so you can put this video on pause and read all the different ways that I teach here. If you have any questions, simple, just pick up the phone and call me. I actually do answer the phone, as I'm usually done trading for sure between 9 and 10 most days, and then I have all the rest of the time to do as I please. If you live too far, not a problem, just shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. I really do prefer Skype, and all you got to do is click on this link, no matter where you live in the world, and we'll have Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session complete with no obligation, and I'll answer your questions and show you whichever trigger system you wish to see. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 32 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video. And I'll repeat it one more time again. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next day of trading, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe.